All right. Market is having a little bit of a pullback today. Looks like let's go down our leaders, see what's up. Funko. Funko having some fun. Huya Space. Yeah, we're having one of those flippy floppy days. Most everything is down, has a pop. Most everything is up's coming down. Except for Yandex. Yandex, that's a breakout. I believe this is a Russian company. Just breaking out. Yandex Uber? What? Yandex to acquire Uber's interest in the food tech delivery self-driving business. Oh gosh, that's dumb. Restructure the ownership of their joint venture. Yandex Eats. Oh, so they have a joint venture in Yandex. Gotcha. Okay, so it's between Yandex and Uber, and I guess they're liking that deal. Okay. Interesting. Remax at all-time highs. There's the index again. Remax keeps popping up today. It looks like it's dropping a little bit as I go down. Yeah, none of the leaders are up here. EXPI, GLBE is up here, up 2% after a great day yesterday. Really closing well. TSM, RCL. Yeah, none of these are our leaders at all. Nasdaq with a big turnaround. Most everything's going to be red that we were generally following. Atlassian, Tesla, Microsoft, all in the red today. Less than about 1% on most of them. Net's down 1.27. Zoom down 16. Jeesh. Good thing I never entered that one. Let's go from the bottom up. Days like today, you can find some deals typically. Soxel did edge into all-time highs. We'll see if that's sustained or not. Doesn't look like it wants to go on a super rally, but the chip sector is still hot. All right, Etsy consolidating. Twilio still underneath a resistance at just over 400. Restoration Hardware still consolidating at a very high base. All right, Fortinet still sitting in the clouds. Trex looking good too. Peloton going the wrong way. Earnings a couple days ago didn't have a good reaction. Looks like it's getting a little bit of continuation. Oh yeah, they lost a lot more than expected. Expectations are weird. I'm trying to just type in the names I'm interested in. AMD. All right, AMD in a little pullback. Volume still generally declining. Not really backing away too far though from this nice day a couple days ago. And how's Apple doing? Hit all-time high yesterday, broke out. Good volume too. Probably good little chance to get Apple if you missed something yesterday. Apple looks to be in a good spot. All right, Amazon did stall at the 50-day so far. Be great if we could break through that and continue with the uptrend. But so far, we're back inside of the larger consolidation. That can sometimes lead to longer consolidations. And Tesla's basically flat as it was attempting to break out of the small range. Good day yesterday, while not quite a pocket pivot. Could be a 5-day pocket pivot. So there's 9 days back. All in all, not bad. Tesla, yeah. So they got clearance for 4 vehicle models in India. Tesla could get partial tax breaks. They also something flying a little more under the radar is they applied to be a Texas utility. They're all talking about cars right now, which is fine. Obviously, the cars are great, but if they're going to start being a utility too, once they really get to scale with battery production, which they're having such a hard time doing because there's so much demand for their batteries, it's going to be pretty good. More talking about Dogecoin than their battery stuff. Let's look at it. Wrong one. There we go. Tesla Texas Utility. Texas files to sell electricity directly to Texans. Energy storage news. That looks like that'd be a good place to go for that news. Texas planned launch of a retail electricity offering to existing customers within the ERCOT service area. I'm assuming that's a Texas utility in Texas. Will lean heavily on battery storage as well as solar for expertise, assets, and routes to market. Tesla Energy Ventures filed an application a couple weeks ago, it looks like. Texas Public Utility Commission certification as a retail electric provider. Pretty nice. Registered and ready for testing for its ability to meet ERCOT requirements in October. Okay. Gambit Energy with a 100 megawatt battery storage system and Giga Texas Energy. Oh, that's funny. Related to renewable energy and battery facilities for the company's Texas factory, which is under construction. So that has to do with the Texas Gigafactory, maybe. You would think. Leverage forecasting tools, capability and knowledge. Yeah, they already have all kinds of storage technology they've been working on. It's not a secret, but it's not often talked about. Managed forecasting. Virtual power plant programs. Operating in a few different places. So that's pretty cool. Localized virtual power plants. That's going to be neat. I've read a lot of information on the virtual power plants. Essentially, each car is a virtual power plant. It can, I mean, there's quite a bit of electricity in a car. Some cars can power a house for a day or two or three, depending on the house. So it's its own power plant, and when connected to a grid, it can meet secondary demand, which is pretty cool. So I think that's a pretty unique announcement. While it's not going to bring billions in revenue, um, it's a pilot probably to a program to do exactly that. Bring a bunch of revenue in. Not that it's driving stock prices at all right now, but I definitely think as we're invested in Tesla, at least a lot of us are, they're moving in the right direction. So pretty good stuff there. I mean, it's crazy. The car story is still relatively early. The energy storage is a baby compared to what it's going to be, and can't really say much about robot. That goes nothing into the valuation at this point. But those are the two major businesses, and cars are doing great. Storage is just starting to ramp up, so that's really good. Microsoft's sitting right here. If I can click on it. All right, Microsoft in a slightly different channel there. Drew that one yesterday, and it's looking like it's still on that channel. Changes trajectory downward a little bit. There must be some type of an angular component to these frozen ropes. All right, Amazon is positive. Cyber Atlassian turning positive. Remax is up 2.2. Alibaba, yeah, a lot of the beaten down ones up top here today. LAC, I was just thinking about one. LAC is one that started to curl up a little bit ago, about a month ago. That's not looking too bad. Definitely with a little more distribution than you would like to see, but all in all, not bad. Yeah, today kind of looks like the Nasdaq's taking a day off. Let's see what the SPY is doing. Straight up. Straight up. I think it's almost doubled from the lows at about 225, 450. Like point to point, that would probably be, yeah, that'd be about a double. DJX, the Dow Jones, it's like trajectory of its uptrend slope changed since this area here, kind of back in May. Not sure what that will lead to, if anything. And the Nasdaq has obviously been on a huge tear. Let's take a look at the transports. All right, so transports were in a downtrend for a little bit there, and I don't know. We hit a downtrend here. We chopped around for a while. All year 2019, actually. We'll see if we can consolidate that and then curl back up or something. API. Up a bunch today. Doesn't look like much on the chart, though. And Funko's still up here. IQ, a China name, really beaten down in all-time lows, actually. Hard to buy things in all-time lows. Doyu, NetEase, Triple U. Baba still down. I read an article about, what's Baba's CEO's name? Jack Ma. Jack Ma? He's always been a weirdo. Dude's just weird. Guess the Chinese government cracked down on him hard. It's still a huge market cap company too. Oh man, it broke in some long-standing trend lines there. Eek. Stay away from that one. I shouldn't be on a global watch list anymore based on that action. JDEH. So there's the index pulling back a little bit after that good morning pop. Take Two Interactive. So not a lot great to report this morning, but a pullback could give some opportunity for entries into maybe some good names. Or if you can notice what's holding up right now, like BLFS. Actually, it's not holding up. It's been breaking out. So already up 18%. Didn't notice this one. Volume's a little bit all over the place. And that's after hours volume, so kind of doesn't count. Kind of have to omit the volume on that one a little bit. But a great structure here. I mean, going vertical. The market appears to be trying to roll over a little bit. It was just at the low of the day on the Nasdaq, but appears to have bounced up just a super tiny bit. There's XPEV in a holding pattern. It's like, oh, wait. It's not a bad one either. High volume bottom. Okay volume right there. Not really good though. That's definitely topping candle. I didn't have any estimates for XPEV, but XPEV, Chinese car company, you know, only produces a few thousand units. Trying to scale up. Testing a flying car. Yeah, sell that. Flying car. Not going to work out very well. Hey, what up, Ellie? Didn't show you the stream start? That's weird. Speaking of car companies, NIO. Happily lower volume. Still in a bit of a downtrend. Support at the $30 level after stalling at 66, 67. Fairly deep pullback, 54, 55%. Nothing super horrible though. Actually, you know what it could turn into? Could turn into a long-term turnaround play here. What do you think about that, LA? Long-term turnaround play, NIO. It's already been 8 months. Actually, it's been 9 months. Today's the 31st. Started at the beginning of the year. You got you? Got some you? Yeah, you's been looking pretty good. Yeah, it's in a good spot. Not a lot of momentum yet. Still hasn't quite broken out from that little consolidation. Hopefully it will do its job. Yeah, I'd say U is probably one of the few stocks that kind of has this larger, this type of a consolidation, which is unique. Yeah, I was talking a little bit ago about Texas entered an application to become a Texas utility retail service provider. So Tesla jumping into the energy market. Yeah, I agree. No, I agree. Yeah, I like it as well. I think it's pretty good. Yesterday's volume was nice. Got to average volume on the daily. Today the whole market's pulling back, so it doesn't have a ton of momentum, but it's not breaking down at all. It's just chilling up there for now. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Tesla tried to break out yesterday too. Actually, also tried today, but Market slapping it down. Microsoft, Apple, Trade Desk. That one's still consolidating. How about net? Looks like it's losing momentum. I don't know if that's going to be the case, though. And then Zoom getting destroyed this morning on some earnings. They didn't like that. Although, actually, quite a bit of volume here with no downside progress. Could be getting eaten up. Not buying it, but good to notice those things. FIVN also down on support at 150. Must have been news there. Sympathy with Zoom video communications. Why? Oh, Cloud9. Gotcha. Zoom will acquire Five9. Oh, okay. So they're going down. They're going down, which is odd. A little bit weird. All right, NXPI with quite a bit of downside volume this morning. And stocks are retreating from what was an all-time high yesterday. But it's leverage, so it being down here doesn't say too much about it. Yeah, leaders are lagging today and laggers are leading today. It's a reverse day. Look, Space is having a good day. You know the market's screwed if Space is having a good day. Up from 115 at the high, down at 32 currently. Jeez. Some space rockets not doing good. Yeah, AMC's probably one of the more stable things around too. Not too many have that setup. You's got a better one, but AMC's isn't too bad. All these Chinese names are kind of garbage. Fubo with quite a bit of volume this morning. And holding fairly steady in what looks to be kind of nice, a little low area. Maybe trying to curl up. Actually, it's even breaking some of this early and low range. Right there. On relatively good volume. Not a bad spot for Fubo. Get up to 35 from, was it 28, 29, 28.75? Maybe try to get up towards 35. It's not a bad little pop. Oh no. Anything look interesting, or are we just in this pullback malaise? Looks like pullback malaise, huh? Let's check out Nvidia. We'll check out AMD. 1.83%. This is the largest pullback it's had since the breakout. Got up to 230 from a breakout of 210. So almost a 10% move up. Not too bad. AMD was trying to recover yesterday. At least in the morning it was. And stalling a little bit. So still needs a little bit more time. Nice retest to the breakout point, though. Overall, I think AMD's in a pretty good spot. Hold on a minute. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Got hijacked by the kids. Okay. Let's see. Well, it's not much to see. Not today, at least. You can see the mosquito bites on my leg. They're pretty prevalent. Freaking mosquitoes in Arizona, man. Crazy. All the rain we've had, they're everywhere. Do you get mosquitoes in San Francisco there, Ellie? It was too cold, maybe. There were midges in Ireland. That was kind of interesting. Moderna would have been an interesting bottom buy yesterday for bottom buyers. Moderna's in an interesting spot. Yeah, no mosquitoes. You're lucky. I got one in my office. Flies across my screen, out of my reach, and then there's so much contrast. I have lighter colored walls and darker colored, stuff on the walls and on the floor, and it just disappears, and I can't kill it. Not even bloodsuckers want to live here. Well, you do have lawyers, so that's not completely accurate. I'm sure lawyers make a fine living there. Name him? I don't want. I want to kill him. I don't want to name him. Ate up my elbow yesterday. Like you little bastard. Like I saw him, and then he disappeared. And then he came up, apparently bit my elbow 3 or 4 times. I'm like, thanks. Hope you got what you were looking for. Yeah, maybe. And lawyers get paid way too much. Some of them, it's kind of funny. A lot of those really high paid industries like that, kind of like doctors and dentists. Some of them don't make that much money, and some of them make way too much money. I don't think it has to do with quality per se. It has to do with marketing, obviously, but yeah. All right, no. What do you know about Yandex, Ellie? Yandex broke out the other day, apparently on some Uber deal that they're getting more of a stake on in the deal. I'm gonna say I'm popular with women. That's true. My my wife will like that. Google and Uber in one company. Is that a good thing? At least the Uber part. Yeah, apparently they just announced a deal that Yandex is going to take more of a stake in the joint venture between Uber and Yandex. Is kind of what's going on. So interesting buy. Volume is okay. I mean, seems a little bit odd for a breakout, but it's kind of moving in the same direction. But yeah, it is an all-time high. So looks like, oh yeah, look at that. IPO high at about 50. We're at 75. That's kind of where we IPO'd at right there. Hard to see on my weekly chart, but good enough. So the first consolidation out of that, so maybe it's good. Okay. So are they also owned by Vladimir Putin? I wonder if on Yandex if there's a button that says search the internet and then it says search Vladimir Putin's internet. I wonder if that's how that works. And you're only allowed to click the bottom one. We noticed you clicked the top button on Yandex. Um, Off to the gulag with you. Yeah, my Russian accent not so good. Remember the good old days when space leading the list was like a good thing? Ah, the good old days. Remember when IQ was up? Ah, the good old days. Oh, I meant to click on Moderna. All right, let's go look at Tesla. What else is Tesla doing? At least Tesla's fun to talk about. Not a lot of companies are fun to talk about like Tesla. That's got a thing going for it too. You know how many Tesla YouTube channels there are? There's got to be 50. Got to be 50 of them. All right, Amazon, Microsoft's bumped its way up to positivity. Tesla's still negative. Apple a little bit more negative, but it hit all-time highs, so it's got a little bit more to go down. Go with at least 10? No, there's 50. I know of 10. So Tesla channels on YouTube are kind of like flies. If there's one, you know there's 10. If there's 10, you know you're screwed. Like, great, I'm going to be fighting flies for the next week here. Heck, I even got a Tesla channel I did one video on because I'm lazy as shit. All right, AMD down 1.5. Not too bad though. As long as it stays above, as long as it stays above the breakout point, right at about $100, it's pretty good. It's gotta hold it up there though. Let's see what's in a pullback situation today. Dr. Fauci, what's that got to do with Tesla stuff? NXPI 5N. Yeah, so you don't want to touch Zoom. That's not a good thing to do. NXPI. Soxel in a pullback. That could be an interesting buy. Soxel's trying to go to highs. But we just saw two of the leading chips also in slight pullbacks. Polaris, not really. PLL, Therm, that's a not very good, not very good. Not really. DocU's not too bad. Although it's not really a big pullback, you want to do that. 10 mass to be secure? That's right. Yeah, I wear 12 for that reason. I don't want to do the bare minimum. No, those are called Oh, is that wrong? We're supposed to wear elbow pads on our mouths now? That could be it. I don't know why does everyone give Fauci such a hard time? He's a government employee. Is he selling books or something now? Like, I don't understand it. He's the guy. He's just doing his job. There's LAC, that looks pretty decent. CPSH, AMD. AMD continuing a little bit lower. Volume's manageable though. Hopefully it stays up. AI. You think with a ticker like AI, they'd be sideways or something. Trump, but with an Italian accent? Wow. That's funny. INMD looking good. I think he's been demonized too much. What does he do that's politics? I don't like listen to Fauci. I'm just intrigued why everyone hates him. He's been there for like 20 years. He's not like he's getting a raise or anything like that. I just wonder why I've never heard of him until this whole pandemic. I find that a little bit interesting. FFIV. This is actually a nice setup. I don't think this is that bad. F5 networks. Pretty gappy. Gap up, gap up, gap down, gap up. Next earnings are in October. Looks like an inverted head and shoulders for whatever that's worth. Yeah, volume signature looks pretty good. It's in a great spot. It's at all-time highs for F5. This company's not that old. Wait a minute, is this? Oh, this is weekly. Oh yeah, there you go. Wow, really? 02? 01? I never would have thought that. Never. I was thinking like 2013 or something. Okay, I guess it is. It is an older company. That's not too bad. Wonder if the growth is still there with F5 though. Pretty mature at this stage. Wow, they crushed earnings. Crushed earnings. Crushed earnings. Crushed earnings like the analysts are keeping it low on purpose. Crushed earnings. Crushed earnings. They're beating. Oh, it stops right there. So analysts don't know how to deal with apparently this post-pandemic economy because they crushed all of those earnings, and that one they basically met. Basically met. We're a little low on. It's like they haven't changed at all. These analysts just copy the same report and just add like 5% to it, and then they expect it to, and then get surprised when it beats. That's funny. Well, I'll be interested to see that EU research if you've. I guess I could just Google it. I don't know what it slows the development on. Microsoft. See, Microsoft's not going away. It's not really a pullback buy though either. It's only down a smidgen. Yeah, see, it changes trajectory in the middle of my trade. Space API. Same old stuff up there. Nvidia taking a down about 2% today. Yeah, this is the biggest pullback it's had so far. And volume is low on this pullback. So this could be a small pullback buy on Nvidia. Not a big pullback yet. Maybe it turns into one. But that's not so bad. Hello, Mr. Mrs. Turning around in front of my house. Almost on my grass. All good. Was it 7:20? All right. Yeah, I mean, not much. All right, let's go check out Investors Business Daily. Charts are getting old. Same stupid charts over and over again. The Texas utility thing for Tesla's pretty cool. I wonder what their Tesla energy capacity is. They want to become an electricity retailer, which we discussed that earlier, moves to retail business. Tesla energy plan? Combining Powerwall with Tesla energy plan, you can, what is this? Designed for homes with solar and Powerwall. Oh, there we go. Energy plan offers the lowest flat electricity rates in the UK. Become part of the UK Tesla virtual power plant. Join a network of homes that generate, store, and return solar energy to the grid. Wow. So it's only in the UK. Is this live? And I'm assuming you have to buy everything. I don't think Fauci's good or bad. I just don't like demonizing people, especially if they have nothing to benefit from it. I just think he's a scapegoat that people run to. The spokesman always gets blamed. Okay, so this is interesting, but like usual, it's a little bit light on details. Is this? I guess this is live. Oh, here we go. FAQs. Okay, here we go. The plan offers an import rate, the lowest single rate tariff available on the market, and a flat export rate. It's the same rate for an electricity you export. More than 100% above the best fixed SCG tariff on the market. Our authorized retail partner, Octopus Energy, administers the plan. Let's see about these FAQs. I think one of the major problems is the demonizing. You can say he's wrong, you can say he's incorrect and have an argument, but once you say, "Oh, he's the devil," or "Fauci's the worst," or this or that, it just all of the arguments sound, it dulls the arguments and puts hyperbole forward, which doesn't sound coherent, and then just makes everything else that you say sound weird, suspect. Yeah. I thought you were using the other shoes, bud. I don't know, bud. Okay, tariff, switches the homes and solar and Powerwall based on 8,000 kilowatt hours per year. That probably doesn't include heaters. Because I got an air conditioner, they take a lot of power. Heaters are pretty similar. Managed by Tesla. I know. I'll help you out in a bit, bud. Okay. Yeah, more universally than not, Ellie, for sure. especially a guy like Fauci. Like, there's going to be a little bit of hyperbole around Trump and around Biden. I get that, but when someone has like, I don't know, just weird. He's a health guy. He's just a health guy. He's not a. He's just a health guy. And all those guys at that level get some bad information from time to time. He's just a mouth. Then what is he? He's just a guy that works for the whatever department of whatever. That's his job. That's pretty much it. He's not Satan incarnate. I get the vitriol behind Biden. I get the vitriol behind Trump. Like, I understand that. I don't understand the Fauci thing. So you don't think the TV shows call him and ask him to be on their TV shows? That's I think that happens. Nice, Monkeytron. That's a jab right there. Boom. How much will I save? Up to 64%. Did you know about this, Monkeytron? You should get this on. Actually, I have no idea where you live, but you can get the Tesla Energy Plan in the UK. This is for the UK. You can get power walls and solar, and you can sell it all back to the grid through Tesla Energy Plan, through Octopus Energy, apparently. Because of Tesla's UK virtual power plant. Although I don't think you get any. You know what'd be cool is if some of this stuff you got benefits. Like if you joined early, you should get a bigger rate for longer or something like that. That would make some sense. So otherwise, like I'm just gonna wait until the solar panels are better and everything's cheaper. With Oculus Energy once? That's cool. Geez, my kids are already ready to go. All right, I'm gonna bounce. I can help my kid tie his shoe. My other kid's already in the front yard playing with his backpack on, so he's ready to go. So, all right, markets are in pullback right now. Oh, Tesla just popped up. They noticed we were looking at Tesla Energy. Tesla just reversed pretty quick right there. Yeah. Tesla is definitely kind of on the upish swing, isn't it? Holding the trend line, it's breaking highs. It's not afraid to go higher anymore. So good stuff overall. All right, guys, I'll see you later. Have a great day.